Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It is October 8th. We've got a new Alpha 4.3.2 update with additional salvage and economy changes. CIG trying to get the Reclaimer in a better state. We've also got the addition of some Fleet Week weapons in the shops that have originally sort of turned up at Fleet Week. And this might hint at some big ships turning up in shops as well. We also have the latest RSI October subscriber ship and flare items. So this has a sneak peek of the Yormandi that you can see in a lot more detail. So let's start with that. Both of October's flare items for voluntary RSI subscribers are featuring the Yormandi, a dangerous creature you may be meeting shortly. Make a splash with this Yormandi-themed jacket, featuring the ferocious creature erupting from the water. This predator snakes around the side of the dark teal jacket to showcase Vaporware's logo on the back. So Imperator subscribers and Centurion subscribers both get that jacket. There's also the cool Yormandi statue that Imperators get. Artfully hewn from rock with resin accents, this fiercely realistic statue captures the indomitable spirit of the Yormandi as it faces down unseen prey. And the little plaque under it says, "Fierce protector of its underground home, the Yormandi proves a dangerous threat." So yeah, it looks like the Yormandi is very, very similar to the swamp biome Valakar that we saw in concept last year. In fact, it is almost certainly that evolved somewhat. I'd thought, based on a relatively recent leak and what I'd heard from it and its name and everything, that it might be a more frosty creature, or it might have had some like Vandal DNA in it or something. It lives underground. We may well see them at ASD facilities. We may well see them in other locations. We might have a boss fight with it in 4.3.2. We will have to wait and see. The ship of the month for RSI subscribers as well is the Mantis, and if you're an Imperator, it's also the Meteor. Basically, RSI subs get access to those ships, and they can buy them with additional insurance and some cool little flare items and stuff like that. So let's check out the latest Alpha 4.3.2 PTU patch. In this one, they have some salvage, refinery, and economy adjustments. RMC and construction materials have been repriced. So RMC, the prices of that, the sale prices have been reduced, and the construction material refinery yields, they've been decreased, but the sale price of that has increased. So big decrease in the value of RMC. These economy updates and prices may change quite a bit before the release of 4.3.2 live, so bear that in mind. But I saw RMC on sale for around 4.25k Alpha UEC, and there's a big increase in the value of construction materials. I've seen this sale at the moment for around 8k in the PTU. So this might partly be because they want players to test the construction material / structural salvage more. That's why they've made the construction materials worth more. But also keep in mind the yields are effectively lower from refining. That's some pretty big changes to the sale price of those commodities, though. I would want to see this reflected in a greater economy update if you're changing the prices of these so much. I want players that want to do salvage to be able to earn some really good money. The Aegis Reclaimer has had some updates as well. So they've updated its cargo elevator. They've added a cargo grid to the lift. They fixed various bits with its animations, and the lift will go down a little further now, so you can actually grab stuff and jump onto it more easily. They've moved interaction points to be reachable by players as well when cargo is loaded on the lift. This should make the Reclaimer quite a bit more viable for salvage once it's less buggy. I have not seen this actually working yet, being able to put cargo on the elevators and have it snap there, actually have a cargo grid there. Tell me in the comments if you've got this working. It might just not have been working when I tried it. They've added some items to the in-game shops as well, so I've seen these at Centermass, but they might appear in other places as well. You've got the alternative weapon for the Nova, the NV57 Ballistic Gatling. This replaces the big cannon on the Nova with a big Gatling weapon. Break the ranks with the NV57 Ballistic Gatling gun, designed to replace the standard Tumbril Nova tank cannon. Be ready to face overwhelming ground forces head-on using this high-powered weapon with superior damage output and a devastating rate of fire. That was on sale for around 122k at Centermass. There's also the Scorpius Laceth turret. This was 45k, around 45k at centre mass. This replaces the big turret on top of the Scorpius. Perfect for producing a wave of rapid-fire destruction. This bespoke RSI Scorpius missile turret, Laseth, holds up to 16 size 2 missiles and offers a powerful alternative to the gun turret that comes as standard. Does the pilot have access to those missiles? I think they do, and if so, that's actually a pretty good solo option for the ship based on what role you want it to fill or support. Keen-eyed players may have realised that these are from Fleet Week, and that CIG said, yeah, we're going to start making more bespoke choices for some of the ships. So going, oh yeah, that turret on the Nova, yeah, it's a bespoke weapon, but you're going to have other bespoke options. So it's bespoke no longer means no other choices, it might mean limited choices. So, will other things from Fleet Week turn up in in-game shops? Potentially coming to in-game shops are ships like the Asgard, the alternate version of the Valkyrie, but for more vehicle-based or cargo-based stuff. Got the MTC, the Guardian MX, and the Idris. So the Idris P and M were released during Fleet Week and the weapon kits. CIG said base versions of ships would be more regularly and reliably going into in-game shops. I think with the others, very likely to turn up. The Idris P could turn up. It's the base version of the Idris, right? Kinda. So yeah, some people think that maybe CIG will just put it in-game shops, but it will be incredibly expensive. Some people are saying, oh, it's likely to go in-game as a Wicklow ship. Others think, no, probably not going to be in-game yet. I mean, the Idris is in-game, and you can fly it, and people have them, but it might not be in in-game shops. We'll have to wait and see. I'm interested to know what you think. Also, we're likely going to see some of the other bits and bobs, because there was like the PDC, the Pepper Box PDCs, right? The point defense missile systems that shoots, I think it was 16 size 1 missiles it's got on board. I say on board, that it carries. And I believe the idea is that you can switch out some of the other PDCs for that. A couple of other things that are in that patch. PvP missions are now in their own tab in the contract manager, so that's cool. That actually allows you to differentiate and understand if a mission is a PvP mission. And there are further optimization and performance updates for the Onyx facilities. There's some bug fixes with this patch as well. Various crash and interaction issues were fixed. Defense turrets should now be shooting trespassers at underground facilities. Tractor beams should no longer stop a powered and resisting ship with a pilot. You should be able to craft multi-tool attachments again with salvage. Projectiles can now pierce water properly. Medical beacons should now be able to be completable. And the Hawk and Saber cockpits are no longer sometimes invulnerable. There are still some known issues with the patch, with dropped equipment becoming uninteractable, issues with the ATLS tractor beam, turrets at the Faraday data centers not firing, although I do believe that's not happening so much anymore. Players respawning at ASD medical facilities when they shouldn't, and the majority of the geometry is missing for the floors of the apartment building at Area 18. That's not ideal. So that could be an indication of some changes coming to player habs and customization. That's a stretch maybe, but they have been talking about customization of hangars and habs, and it steps towards base building, right? I'm really interested to know what you think. Tell me in the comments below. Something else that you should do and down below is not just click on the join button, because that helps out the channel loads, but also click on the NordVPN button. Oh, wouldn't that be good? Get yourself some NordVPN for better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. I've already got it, so I don't need it, but you need it. Click on the links or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. It's October, it's CitizenCon, there is loads going on in Star Citizen, and I spy, with my Toby Eye tracker, something beginning with D. It's a discount. You want a natively supported high-precision head and eye tracker for Star Citizen? Of course you do. It actually works with a load of games, actually. The Toby Eye tracker is super useful as part of your arsenal, but also really adds to your immersion. If you don't mind spending a little bit of time tweaking after setup, you can have a really awesome time. Look around your cockpit, look over your shoulder, and track ships in a dogfight intuitively and ergonomically like never before. It's got a load of features to improve the experience as well, with like camera boost, which is a little tiny bit like mouse acceleration for your head and eyes, but actually useful. You can get 15% off a Toby Eye Tracker 5 until Monday the 20th of October. Links below to that. There's also a sweepstake going on from Toby. You can join to win a Toby Eye Tracker 5. Links down below to that too. Thanks to Toby for sponsoring this video. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and for October, because of Citizen Khan and it's a big month of celebration, we are giving away 5 different ships to 5 different winners. They all come with a game package and lifetime insurance. We're giving away a C8X Pisces, the Arrow Light Fighter, the 100i luxury starting ship, the Sulen, a very cool, weird alien starting ship, and the Nomad from Consolidated Outland. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning one of those ships is comment on any of my videos made during October. Any of those are great to start the game with, or just as another ship in your fleet, or even as a lifetime insurance token to upgrade to something else. A big thank you as well to CIG for providing some of those ships for that giveaway. If you would like to further support the channel, consider becoming a Patreon or using the join button under my videos. That will get you some occasional exclusive content, and it really does help us out loads. Also, like, share, subscribe, that all helps tons as well. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I hope you have a great October.